Hello. Do you want to leave a legacy for future generations? Do you want to save federal taxes? And do you want to know how the rich save money? I want to teach as many people how they can save so much money in taxes with the Spendthrift Trust. Most people have never heard of this, so I want to make sure people know how they can do this. Now, the Spendthrift Trust is legal, copyrighted, and it's also in the IRS Tax Code 6434. It does come from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. It is contract law that came to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work for inherited a trust that turned 350 years old in 2023, before we were a country. For 3.5 centuries, they've been saving taxes. Our current tax code went into effect February of 1913, 111 years ago. And the super rich families of that time, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, the excuse me, I got a cold, and the Rockefellers, made sure they could continue to save taxes. If they can save taxes, we should be able to save taxes too. Excuse me. So, the Spendthrift Trust has 5 elements that you must have. The full title of it is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Irrevocable, it goes from generation to generation. Complex, it can hold money from day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Irrevocable, complex, discretionary. Whoever are the trustees can make the rules for the beneficiaries. Excuse me. And then non-grantor. When you start the trust, you're going to have someone who is not a beneficiary sign up to be the settlor, the person who starts the trust, and be the trustee for 5 minutes. Then they sign themselves away. This makes the trust 100% private. And last but not least, spendthrift. This has been in front of the United States Supreme Court on 2 different occasions. Both times, the Supreme Court has favored the Spendthrift Trust. This is as legal can be, and you should know about this. It's not taught in schools, and I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors how they can save taxes legally. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, how come I've never heard of this? Good question. There are over 1 million active attorneys in the United States right now, and only 4% of them are trust attorneys. Most attorneys don't even study trust in law school. Trust attorneys, a textbook that they use is called Scott and Asher on Trust, 5th edition. This is not for regular people. This is for people who are going to be trust attorneys. The law firm I work on behalf of was founded 75 years ago by Benson Financial Trust. It's been around for 75 years. It's never been audited, and they stand behind it. They give you a certification saying if the IRS ever questions you about your trust, they will defend you free of charge. So let's get into this. The business trust is for U.S. business owners and U.S. 1099 income earners. You will save at least 90% on your federal taxes every single year for generation. And if you live in one of the 43 states with state income taxes or personal taxes, you will save that also. One of my newest clients is a husband and wife in Texas. He's an insurance agent. We're taking his insurance, his 1099 insurance income out of their personal taxes, and we're lowering their personal taxes from 32% down to 12%. The wife has a W-2 income. I can't help her at all. With the husband, he's going under a new EIN for the Business Spendthrift Trust, and he's going to be saving at least 90% on his federal income taxes. Texas does not have state income taxes. In 1 year, we will save that family of 5, they got 3 young children, we will save them $161,760 in taxes. This is their money to pay off their mortgage, to buy a new car. Maybe he'll hire a VA. Maybe they'll go on a family vacation. Maybe they'll put this into savings for retirement or give to charity. This is their money to do with what they want. Now, when you're thinking about the Spendthrift Trust, this is for anyone who is if you have a brick and mortar store, if you're a mechanic, if you're a plumber, if you CPAs, professional speakers, anyone who's making money, not W-2 income. This could save you 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures in taxes every single year. It's an amazing thing. The beneficial trust is for all U.S. investors. I don't care what kind of investing you're doing, you're going to save the following 5 taxes year after year, generation after generation. Short-term capital gains are a year or less on profits. Long-term capital gains are a year or more on profits. So if you're selling something, like let's say you're wholesaling, doing tax liens or fix and flipping, that's short-term capital gains. If you are selling a business, selling an investment property, selling, one of my clients has a baseball cards that are 30, 40 years old that he sold. He didn't have to pay capital gains on them. Interest income. This is for passive investors, people who are in a REIT, a real estate investment trust, people who are doing creative financing or seller financing on a business or a property, doing the BRRRR strategy, doing subject to real estate deals, or if you have notes. Also, forex investors, you get taxed twice, capital gains and interest income. This is why you need to have the Spendthrift Trust. You can save both those taxes. Dividend income taxes. If you're in the stock market, if you're a day trader, if you're doing commodities trading or futures trading, you're going to save all the taxes. Remember, taxes are normally charged between 10% to 35%, depending on how much money you're making on all your profits. But remember, options traders, you are going to be taxed 40% on your profits for a year or less and 60% on your profits for a year or more. You need the Spendthrift Trust. Rental income taxes. If you have Airbnb properties, if you're doing arbitrage, if you have vacation rentals, if you have 5 doors, 10 doors, 20 doors, commercial properties, or if you're in multifamily, yes, you can take depreciation. Yes, you can do cost averaging, but you will still save the 4 ways. Your information is kept private and you'll pay no judgments if you are sued. And then finally, royalties. If you are an actor, an actress, if you are a writer, if you're a musician, if you have intellectual property, if you have copyrighted information, if you're in NFT world, if you have mineral rights like oil wells, all of this, the royalties will be saved. I am inviting you to set up a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. I will take you out to NerdWallet, a free website. I will show you the formula for your taxes. I will send you an information. I will give you the 2 pages of case law, 3 articles from Forbes magazine, so you guys can make the right decision for yourself. Again, when you save these taxes, you never have to pay them back, and it's in the IRS Tax Code. The rich are doing this. We should be following what the rich do. Again, I started both my business and beneficial trusts in September of 2000 because in 2019, I was working full-time and I wholesaled 7 properties. When I went to go do my 2019 taxes, I owed the federal government $79,000 in short-term capital gains. I had to take out a HELOC on my house to pay for that, and I started researching about the Spendthrift Trust. It took me 5 months to figure out what I was doing and where to go to when I started in September. Since then, I started my own company. I started teaching in my real estate group how they, other realtors, real estate investors. I'm a real estate investor, not a real estate agent. How other real estate investors could save money. When I had a falling out with the gentleman who ran the group, my coach, Susan Ma, said I had to move, I had to start my own company, and I had to find a new real estate group. So this is why I started thetrustisyou.com, my website. And when you go out there, and yes, you'll put your information in, but you'll get a free video that you can watch on your cell phone or on your desktop, and then you can make a 30-minute tax breakthrough session with me. I want to help as many U.S. business owners, U.S. 1099 income earners, and U.S. investors save as much money as possible. Just to give you an idea, some other people who I'm helping save money: real estate agents, Amazon store owners, a husband and wife who have 2 pizzerias, a husband and wife who have a mechanic store, an auto body shop. You can save so much money. I'm going to suggest if you're looking at the business trust, you should be making at least $80,000 in gross before any taxes are taken out. Again, the money is yours year after year, generation after generation. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend and take care. Bye-bye.